Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
Like, I love like the progression we're going in. It's really just only getting better.
The forward motion that is OnlyFeehans. Welcome back to another episode of the fastest growing podcast in history.
Wait, we're rolling?
Yeah, when Pat goes, we're rolling. I assume it's A, his stomach, and B, the fucking camera and sound.
Hey,
here
what's
we are.
up? Thanks for having me back on, Kerryn.
I'm in a bad mood, so let's just come out with it.
You should see how she puts out the joint to clip it. It's like bent.
I don't know how else to do it.
I wish I had a funny way to describe that, but I know it's just.
I woke up on the wrong side of my nap.
You're like a kindergartner that I work with. Like, you have naps set up every day.
Yeah, I nap every afternoon, but I've been up and at 'em since 5:30 today. I think Ernest and I are probably at 25,000 steps. That's nothing new for us. That's just what we do. I took a spin class. I am deep into the cult that is Pedal House.
You've slept with the teacher already.
A matter
That's
of
initiation.
time. It's a matter of time.
You're into it? You say you're 10 out of 10 or something like that, right?
I mean, well, I told you initially that a man dancing on a bike, right, isn't usually my, go-to. But he's extremely charming. Really love him. I mean, he's married with a child. I don't see him ever leaving his wife, and I'm just competitive in a way that's
so he's
natural.
not really open.
No, it would be like a one-time thing. You go. It would be your final ride. You're like
basically any guy you put your eyes on is open.
I mean, they don't call me Home Wreck-It Ralph for nothing.
Ugh, you disgust me for using a bit.
You use nothing but bits. What was that?
That's all I have, Kerryn.
I know. You want Jared to move closer to me?
Yeah.
You want me to move this way?
Away from Jared.
No, I don't want that, Kerryn.
That was tough for me. I'm tired. This is a matcha. I had a nice little staycation, the Alegria Hotel. Love to give a review.
I heard they want to sponsor us.
I doubt it. I was, I'm sure, I bet they put notes next to guest names. And I really would love to see just a compilation of some of mine over the years. Like, give this bitch whatever she wants or she won't shut up.
That sounds like my mom, too.
I didn't like the room, so they upgraded me to a suite with an oceanfront view, which was really pretty. The pool wasn't open, and I swear to God, it was the first question I asked when I called to book it. So I wrote a strongly worded email when I first got there about how I was rich and powerful and famous, and I would shun their hotel and
truth to power.
Let the masses know. But I ended up we had a great time. I think it stinks that dogs aren't allowed on the beach at Long Beach.
What?
There's signs walking up to the boardwalk wherever you enter. No dogs allowed.
What was the reason behind that?
This top's really cute. Well, they probably don't want the dogs to like shit on the beach, but I'm a responsible dog owner. I pick up 99.9% of Ernest's poops. Sometimes I overtreat him and he has liquid poops, and I don't pick those up.
But those can just blend into the sand.
Yeah.
Isn't that what sand is?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but if you're like laying down on a towel on the beach and you lay on like a kind of a solid dog turd, that might ruin your afternoon a little bit. No? I get it. I understand their thinking.
You ever poop in the ocean?
Yes, I did. Have I not told you this? Oh, it's one of my favorite stories.
Is that right? No,
yeah.
I don't think you've ever told me this.
The rule was if you had to pee, you pee in the water. If you had to poop, beach day was over. And I love the beach. I never wanted to leave. So I was a pretty strong swimmer, and I felt one coming on that was not going back. It was a sea turtle that was making its voyage, and it was coming all the way out. And I just didn't want to go home. I was like, oh, if I tell my mom, she's going to be like, fuck you, Kerryn. You're ruining it for everyone with your fucking poop. Kerryn has to poop. Kerryn has to poop. We have to go.
I thought you just ruined it once you showed up with them.
See how it doesn't work?
Yeah.
See how Pat even shook his head? Like when you do it?
Yeah.
So then I'm in the ocean. I'm with all my friends. And I go, all right, I'm going to poop in my hand.
What?
I'm going to poop in my hand. and then I'm going to throw it. You know, like I've been mentioning this entire time, women are very in tune with our bodies. I knew exactly, or I could ballpark the type of poop that was about to come out. You know? As far
my
as
stomach is turning as you're telling this story.
I've been very gross about poop with you're the third man today. I'm really on a roll. Even my instructor this morning, I was like, I had Tate's last night. And I was paying for it all morning. Thanks for class. Tate's cookies.
I love how open you are, Kerryn.
Yeah. So do my OnlyFeehans. So can I finish this fucking story? So the poop. I knew I had a hard one coming. I knew it was going to have weight. I knew it was going to travel.
Stool.
I knew it wasn't going to float and come back and, ruin my life, which happened one time with a padded insert that I had stapled to my bathing suit because I had no tits. And it popped out in like my 7th grade pool party. I still have nightmares about that. Floated by Stephen Cahill, who I was in love with. And he's like, Kerryn, is this yours? What? It's not gross. It's like, I was really flat chested. And now I'm a voluptuous, bosomy woman. I threw my poop deep into the ocean. I chucked it. And then we didn't have to leave. And listen, I mean, the ocean, you're just, what is that? It's
still
salt.
swimming.
My poop's still swimming. Yeah. That'd be a great Pixar movie. Kerryn's poop. Where's my mom? I'm lost in the ocean. Where's all the other poops? I bet that's been done before.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking about how somebody asked me today. He was like, "Hey, do you have any recommendations on where to stay in New York? Some LA comic coming to New York." I was like, "Dude, I still live at home. I have no idea."
That's funny. Recommendation on where to stay. I mean, if you're coming to New York as a comic, I would first suggest trying to see if there's another comic with like anything open or like wants to swap or something. If you're coming from LA, or go on Airbnb, and then
Airbnb was catching some slack this week.
Oh, please go on, my real estate genius co-host.
Oh, you didn't hear about it? No. I don't know. Some just like overcharging. I just said they called some slack. I just saw Airbnb, the trending hashtag, and I didn't really read into it.
Can I throw something out there?
Yeah.
I think you catch flack, not slack. If you're catching slack, wouldn't that mean like the slack of a rope? Like, wouldn't you're...
You catch flack.
Yeah.
That's
Did you say flack this whole time?
Yeah.
I thought you said slack the whole time.
You just always hear my lisp.
I think so. I
said flack the whole time, right?
No, Pat. He did.
I just said they called some slack.
It's been a bad week. You can't hear now either.
I'm trying to remember when the last time I had a good...
I'm having a pretty good week. 2 sold out shows at Mama's Boy. We got another sold out show coming up tomorrow.
Where?
We'll be at the Stand this week. When are
you going to book me?
When are we going back on the road, Kerryn? Everybody's asking. They're like, yo.
I have emails to send. Listen, I just signed a new lease, okay? I did my taxes. I've been doing a lot of grown-up things. And now we'll get back and we'll get on the road and we'll have a couple places. I owe a couple emails. That'll be fun.
Can you do my taxes?
No. Your mother is an accountant.
You know what it is? I'm still dealing with that. That's been pretty stressful. But I came up with a new joke this week, so things are going pretty good.
Good for you.
You see,
I wrote 3 during my little staycation.
Oh yeah.
3 new jokes.
Run them. I heard you've been making love this week too, in LBI with your dog.
We had a great time. People get so... They're like, who'd you go with? I'm like, myself. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, my boy just went to like Cancun by himself.
Nice.
I don't know.
I like it. I sort of went to Puerto Rico by myself. Like, I knew there were some people there that I knew.
Mm-hmm.
But
like the rent chair guy, the chair. Fuck.
But
the dude who rented you a chair.
My question is, like, if you're so quick to be like, who are you going with? Who, like, what's the company? Like, who do I need to be around? It's like, don't you like hanging out with yourself? Like, I love traveling by myself. Yeah. I do whatever the hell I want when I want to do it. I don't have to wait for anybody to go to the gym. I don't have to wait for anybody to eat. I don't have to wait for anybody to go to the beach. I don't have to stay a minute longer than I want to or leave a second early. It's just me.
That's what this podcast has been the whole time, and I'm fed up with it, Kerryn.
What are you to do? Throw a bottle, punch me. All that pent-up Jewish rage.
Ask you another question.
400, 500% uptick in attacks on Jewish people that you just walk in
Get you
with
canceled.
today. And now I'm feeling like
Yeah, that's been the animosity going on in the room right now.
that
That's
is not
the
true.
attention. The tension.
My whole
I
voice
meant the
just
tension, not animosity.
my whole voice just changed. I
I
was like,
know.
that is not true.
No,
No, but are
Kerryn,
you okay?
Kerryn, you surround yourself with Jews. That's why you're so successful.
I can't get away from you guys.
I
And
know.
I love you so much. But I'm saying, to me, you don't seem distraught about it. But tell me, maybe I'm wrong.
I have no idea what's going on with it. I did do a joke this week that was probably insensitive towards Palestinians.
Really.
But it was talking about how I went viral and I gained all these followers from Palestine. It's like they're never gonna come to a show. They're probably gonna die soon anyway.
Jesus Christ,
But hey,
Jared.
at least they can unfollow.
Oh my God.
This will
Good
definitely
for
was-
you, my little risk taker. I
Yeah.
like it.
Thanks, I appreciate it. They
Whew.
did that at the open.
Sent chills through my spine.
that one,
That would make somebody really mad, I can tell.
that one stayed at the open mics.
Yeah.
I actually did it on a show, but I used to say Bangladesh.
But isn't that in India?
Well, I found that out after the girl was like, "What's up with Bangladesh?" Like mid joke.
Oh, she's like
Yeah.
geography quizzing you.
But I got it from, you know what it is, like somebody gave me that joke and I was like, "Hey, can I take that?" They're like, "Yeah." But it was a Middle Eastern person who said it. So maybe she was allowed to say it, but I'm not allowed to say it, right?
So my reason in asking, I didn't notice you were distraught is because I see people post like check in on your Jewish friends. So I want to check in on you.
Well, this is the first time. If I got a brain. No, I stay out of that, you know.
Hey, Jared.
People don't even know I'm Jewish half the time.
Yeah, they do.
Bar mitzvah joke killed last night, though.
You fucking open with superjewmaterial.com. Wait.
What, still living at home with my parents?
Yes. The second you turn profile, it's on.
Oh, my gosh. I told you, Kerryn. It's not my OG nose.
I know. I can't imagine how big that one was.
It was perfect. That's why it got broke. That's why it's broke. Okay. I don't know how to use the word broke. Well,
could
that's
say
what I'm going to go.
broken,
That's what I'm going to go if I don't figure out my taxes.
Taxes are over. The deadline was the 17th. Now you're paying fees and arrears. Get some help.
Yeah.
Go online. Go to H&R Block. I hate to keep bringing it up, but it sounds like your mom is a pretty good resource.
Yeah.
Listen, I was so fucked for taxes for years because I worked at Sushi Samba. I was part of 2 class action lawsuits with them and this other place, Public House. So we got big settlements, and I never paid the taxes on that. But they used to fuck us for taxes. They used to make us tip out the sushi bar, which is illegal. You can't tip out. That's essentially tipping out the kitchen. They would come out of our gratuity, and they would track your sales with your employee number, and they would claim to the government that you were taking home 20% of that in gratuities, which was not true. Because, yeah, you might get 20% tip on a bill, but you're tipping out the bar, you're tipping out sushi, you're tipping out the busboys. You're maybe walking with 12 to 15% of that money. But you got to pay taxes on that number that they claim. So they fuck you right up your fucking butthole. So I just never did it. I never paid it.
I can't even follow that.
The government's coming.
Well, that's what's going on, I think, in Israel and Palestine. It's the government.
Taxes.
No, it's their governments. They're just fucking.
It sounds so.
There's a lot of news coverage. I don't know. There's supposedly fake news going on out there. That's a conspiracy happening. There's so many stories. I don't pay attention to that. You know what it is? I haven't even been on Twitter lately.
That's for writers.
Right.
That's
why my cartoons, are doing pretty good. Check them out. I just dropped a new one.
I guess it's just
Follow me.
when you see children dying, it's.
Yeah, I
what
saw
are we
some
doing? What are we
I-
doing, world? NATO? Aren't we supposed to get in there when stuff gets bad?
I mean, I still want to bang that Israeli IDF soldier.
The one that you met on Birthright?
Yeah, I should hit her up, see how she's doing. Check in
Yeah.
on her. I should.
Oh, I should check in.
Think
on
she'll answer right
Katora.
now?
I should check in on Katora.
Who's that?
Probably one of the hottest Israeli chicks I know.
Mm.
All right, listen. Focus. Now everything's really weighing heavy. Get off your phone.
I was gonna text
This
my.
is a
I was gonna give her a
half-hour
call. I was gonna give my Israeli soldier friend a call.
Does she have a funny voice? Or is she?
Yeah.
Is she
does.
charismatic?
Yeah. I actually forgot. It's been 3 years. We did FaceTime video once. Did I tell you about that? I tried hard with her on the trip, and she showed me love. When she was she was nice to me. I remember we rode the camel together. Like she requested, and she's like, "Oh, my vagina."
No way.
Yeah. And I tried making moves. I asked her if she wanted to hook up, and she was like, "No."
See, can I?
And she
tell
had
you
a
something?
boyfriend, and
Making moves and asking someone to hook up are two different things.
that's my moves. That's how.
That's
I do.
not a move.
That's my move.
Do you want to hook up? Would
Well,
you want to hook
I do.
up?
I was like, "Hey, can I get a kiss?"
No, I don't like it. No.
I know.
Jared, you should be able to know if a girl wants to kiss you and then you kiss her.
They should know too, and have the confidence to say, "Yeah."
Jared, they just maybe don't want to
Oh,
kiss
their girls are dumb. Oh, that's how you get them.
Neg the shit out of them.
Is that negging?
When all
I
else
finally
fails,
learned it after
just,
30
call 'em
episodes.
stupid and ugly. Oh, you're I don't like you anyway. Ugly
Yeah.
fucking stupid bitch.
Yep, that's exactly how I get every single girl I've hooked up with.
You infantile fucking.
And then basically a month after I left Israel, the Israeli soldier hit me up. She had very big boobs, by the way. She hit me up and she was like, "Hey, I broke up with my boyfriend. You should come back." I'm like, "What?" Come
To
on.
Israel?
Yeah.
You could have been
She
on
went-
90 Day Fiance.
You know if you marry someone that you met on Birthright, you get a free wedding as well.
That's dope. Get
Yeah.
in there.
Palestinians wouldn't say that, but
Oh.
that's the thing. Like supposedly, like Palestinians aren't allowed back into their country, like from the U.S. I don't know what's going on there. Why did I even bring that up?
I don't know.
It's
It's
something I read. Is that
definitely
true?
It's definitely going to ignite my
Pat, you know about the
shingles.
Middle East. He's from Lebanon. Well,
You
your
are?
family's from Lebanon. You're not. You were born in Staten Island. Born and raised Brooklyn? Brooklyn. No, my bad. Raised in Staten Island. When did you move to Staten Island? You were raised there. I was born and raised there.
Staten Island, the most glorious island of them all.
Yeah, so many
Paradise.
successful comedians.
Tropical paradise. Lebanese. My friend Sam was Lebanese. Oh, she still is.
So what's your conflict, Pat? How's your family doing? You got family out there? You do, right?
Yeah, we're right. I actually had my cousin came. He's the first person to come after all the conflict.
Like he just left?
Tuesday. He came.
Like
Tuesday.
because he had to get out of there because of what was happening?
Did he move into Jared's brother's old room?
Pat
He came for work.
has his own apartment. He still lives in his parents' house, but he has an apartment.
But it's
He has, like,
your
the side
parents'
apartment.
apartment?
The side apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, you live in the garage.
No, it's a side apartment. So like every house.
A tenant, a tenant.
Is your bed on the side of the car that's also parked in the garage?
It's the room next to
Basically.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is there running water? You have a toilet? You have a kitchen?
the living room.
And a living room.
Ye-
And if you have to run out of toilet paper, you just run across the street with your...
no,
I go
it's
to
the
garage,
house, attached house.
I just take my parents' toilet paper.
That's what I was going for. Good for you.
He's got it better than me.
You guys are both not men. Do you know that?
Do my laundry.
I don't care.
I think he pays bills though, right?
You'll get there.
He pays for his car.
You guys get like a year recovery.
That's been like the stress for me as of like recently. And then on top of that, a love life. What is that?
a love life.
You know all about that, Kerryn. I need some tips. I've been
No,
asking.
love yourself and
I
take
do.
yourself on a
That's-
little
that's I think that's the
beach
problem.
vacation. Work out in the shittiest gym ever, but I figured it out.
That's me traveling into the city every day to
Oh.
do comedy.
I think I was doing deadlifts wrong because my upper back hurt.
You want a massage?
No. I'm so excited to move. Mike Racine and Colin Terrell are going to move me June 1st. Papers are signed. Ernest went to the vet.
Hell yeah, congrats. I said that already.
Did I tell you I paid for this? And I know that like good deeds don't count anymore once you brag about them, but I don't do that many good deeds. So
What am I here for?
I have to brag about him. There was this family and
You don't brag about the good deed of me.
What do you mean? Like, what's the deed?
Well, did you hear what I said? You're like, I don't brag. Like, I don't do many good deeds. I was like, well, what am I here for? And then you said how you brag about your good deeds. I was like, you don't brag about me? Of how I just...
Do you consider me spending time with you a good deed, or were you implying something else?
Just me being here. A good deed. Like helping me out. Why are you making me explain this?
I just want to see you unravel. But wait, so this family, they couldn't afford to pay for their dog, and he had a mass in his abdomen, cancerous. He was probably dying. He was 12 years old. He didn't look good.
And you wasted your money on him?
Yes, I did. Yes,
Fucked up.
I don't consider it a waste. I think that, because I just paid for the visit, and I think that with that,
What'd you pay for the visit?
what?
What'd you pay for?
The visit, the vet visit. So I think that maybe they'll be able to use that money elsewhere. Maybe this dog will get steaks every night until his last night.
That's very sweet of you, Kerryn. You care more for felines than
bawling. I was crying. I was crying so hard.
animals are so interesting.
No,
Right?
you don't connect with them the way that I
I don't.
do.
I connected with my turtle and then he fucking got taken.
Turtles have like small brains and they walk around with like rocks. Like
No, but mine was
They're,
so
like,
cool.
really
He
slow.
enjoyed life, swimming outside, playing. I raced him, a few times. Gave him so many fish. He loved them.
turtles eat fish.
Yeah,
I thought they ate lettuce.
that's
I think
tortoises.
I may have starved.
There's different fishes.
I know there's different fishes.
Have you been eating lettuce?
lettuce?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been eating a lot of chicken too.
Out of fat
Trying not to
Saudis.
eat fish, but sometimes it happens.
We got to talk about our sponsor.
We have some sad news on the OnlyFeehans podcast. We were lucky enough to have a sponsor for these past 30 episodes,
We got it for like 15.
15 episodes. Thanks for correcting me, Jared. And we've been let go.
I didn't know that was possible.
I didn't know.
She gave us her goodbye bag is pretty good.
Okay.
She got some lemon bars. We got one in there for us to split.
I'm going to cry. I'm crying.
We got a bag of Muddy Buddies, which is it's like what are that cereal called? What is that cereal called?
Chex Mix?
Mm,
Chex?
Chex cereal. Muddy Buddies, 100 milligram bag, and then
Oh,
a
these
low
look
dose pretzel
so
bark.
good.
Some pretzel bark. I never had bark.
Low
I've eaten a
dose
tree
pretzel
before, but
bark.
I've never had chocolate bark.
Which is weird because you've done so much barking.
Ah!
So listen.
That's how we've done a few shows together, Kerryn. when I was
Low
barking.
dose. That's how you've brought in crowds.
That is. And now, that's how I got my start. Shout out to Kenny Warren and Peter Ravello let me fucking bark. They were great. And they gave me some opportunities that, not many comics on my level at that time were doing.
I love the concept of the low dose pretzel bar.
Low dose? That's a big word that I have no clue what it means.
Low dose.
Low dose.
Right? Pat, did you hear me?
So you said,
Remember when he said slack? Made me think he said flack.
I just said they call them slag.
What a great concept because then you're not too stoned.
well, you never know how much you're really eating.
Oh, now you're just gonna shit on Lori just because she's fired up. Fuck, she shouldn't even know her milligrams. Probably 70.
That's how I necked them. Didn't we just talk about that?
What's wrong? Why is your penis so itchy?
No, I'm wearing
The people want to
wearing
know.
briefs.
I don't want to know.
I recently turned into a
So
brief
at
guy.
least one comment per week is, why does Jared touch his genitals so much?
I said at episode 2 we should get a Jared fixing himself meter count.
I think we got an electric collar and zap you every time you do it.
That would hurt.
No, you can handle it.
Probably.
We.
I have no feelings left. No, I'm kidding. I'm doing pretty good. I didn't get
a
much
lot of-
work this week.
What happened?
So I didn't get much work. I also chose not to work that much this week. I don't know. Just been mellow. Show's been going alright. Bunch of shows canceled this week. Maybe that's what it was. Shows that I should have been on and didn't happen.
Maybe they.
I see you're out here fucking booked up at the wazoo.
Can I take the tag off this?
No tag. I think you just wanted to touch me, Kerryn. You know what it is? I think it's that side of the couch is always into the person on this side of the couch.
I'm not into you in any fucking way. I made love today with my secret lover that I can't talk about. And I think that that's all I need. Twice a week, love making. I mind my own business. I do my own thing. I'm mostly alone. Really happy.
I think I got broken up with yesterday. I don't even know how it's possible. I'm not even in a relationship.
Yeah, you were. But you guys
No,
were
I
just
wasn't.
hurting each other's feelings to try and look cool for me.
For you? No. Like I was just having fun and living in the moment. And she was sort of living
Attracted to someone else.
Yeah, basically.
It happens.
And she was like, "We're breaking up." I was like, "No, we're not. We're not." Even...
No, so you refused to break up. You denied it.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
No, 'cause
We'll be together.
Yeah, basically.
We stay.
And she's like,
You
like,
stay.
okay.
She said, okay.
Yeah.
You juvenile twink.
Uh,
What was there an argument?
it's really her making a decision for me, which is odd. So I'm just like, why are you making?
You're such a bitch.
I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
Why?
Do you hear yourself?
Yeah.
What did you just say? She's making decisions for me.
Right.
Why? Why aren't you making decisions for you?
No, my decisions. I want to stay with her, and she's like, okay. She's like, no, it's your happiness that I'm ruining. I'm like, what are you talking about?
She says it's your happiness that I'm ruining because she hooks up with other dudes. And
I
it hurts
guess.
your ego.
I guess.
I think it is challenging to have other people
is.
in a relationship.
But I think communication is key, and being honest is key. And I think, I just have to expand more.
You
and,
both kind of have to either be crushing or
Mm-hmm.
not really, or it has to be
I think
sparse.
I think I'm crushing too hard, and like, she's like, I can't watch you crush so hard. No.
I can't. I'm
What?
like, you can either like cheat on me in a way that is so good and secret and maniacal and like, you'll take it to the grave. Like, cheat on me with finesse. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or don't cheat on me, or like, don't fucking embarrass me.
Yeah.
I'll fuck all your friends.
Yeah, I'm
all
going
of them,
with
even
the
the
latter.
ugly ones. I'll start with the ugly ones.
Yeah. The thing is now, like, I can't not get with like a hotter person.
You can't not get with a hotter person,
Yeah.
or you can't get with a hotter because
No,
you're
no.
in a relationship now.
Like,
What do you
the
say?
next person I hook up with just has to be hotter.
Right. You say that, and I hear you, but like, sometimes it really is like an energy thing. Like
Oh, without a doubt.
the last guy I dated was like, to me, like the hottest guy on the planet. Like, I can't. Like, I would.
Yeah, I would say otherwise. But I'm just joking. I don't even know who that is because there's fucking so
And
many.
the guy
of them.
before that, I thought was really hot. And the guy before that was like kind of hot. But like, I was
So-
like in love with
That
him.
one's Lewis, right?
No, I thought Lewis was hot. Although I got stuck with fat Lewis for most of the relationship, which sucked. But it's okay. But what was I saying? Stop.